If you're watching this, you're probably introverted or highly sensitive or both, and you feel limited in your life. Limited in what you dare going for, limited in your social interactions, your relationships, and maybe you're always doubting and second guessing yourself, which prevents you from affirming yourself. I know those feelings. And I know you feel that those limitations are intrinsically part of you, part of your personality, because it's been your experience for almost forever. But it is not true. It is not actually part of you. And I can tell you this because I used to be filled to the brim with self-limitations, and I got on the other side, which is so much brighter and more empowering and fulfilling. And in this video, I will tell you how I did this. So hello, if you're new to my channel, I'm Laetitia, and I offer one-on-one coaching as a mentor and subconscious therapist. I specialize in helping introverts and HSPs to stop living with debilitating social anxiety, to grow in self-esteem, to grow in confidence, so that they can start showing up, being true to who they are. My mission when I work with you is to accompany you in a deeply personal and supportive way, to guide you to release old or new traumas, wounds, limiting beliefs, and connect to your value, to safety, to expansion, so that you can start thriving. And if that speaks to you, if you're curious about it, have a look at the description box and feel free to get in touch. So here's a little bit about my story. I used to be bullied in school, and that left a deep imprint on me. I started to shut down. I became very isolated at school. I became very quiet. I struggled with intense social anxiety, and I began to really doubt myself, to doubt my abilities, to doubt my likability. So my self-confidence completely crashed. And I kept dealing with the aftermath of the bullying for decades. It shaped my identity, or what I thought my identity was, because your sense of self is a construct anyway. When you create a more positive sense of self, you are going to go through life in a much more joyful, fulfilling way, with a lot more drive and excitement, but also inner peace and harmony. That's what comes with changing your sense of self. And I'm not talking about making yourself believe that you are great at something when clearly it's not one of your strengths. I'm talking here about upgrading your sense of self, upgrading the way you feel about yourself, the way you see yourself, in a way that gets you closer to the expressive, communicative, happier, and thriving version of yourself. And that, I believe, is who you are behind the hurtful experiences, behind the limiting beliefs, the traumas. I worked on myself for many years, and I alternated between training professionally, investing with mentors, with diverse practitioners, and practicing and working by myself on certain areas. Since I started doing this, I completely changed my life in 2020. And here's what I don't think I would have been able to do without shifting my sense of self. First of all, following my deep desire to help other people and jumping into a rapid transformational therapy training, which up to this day has been the core of my work, and that's a powerful hypnosis-based modality. Launching my online business 5 years ago, completely from scratch, leaving a toxic relationship and getting into a healthy, happy one, moving in with my boyfriend, publishing a book, making myself more visible with live webinars or with this YouTube channel, which is something that I wouldn't have been able to do maybe 10 years ago. And I'm also acting on my creative projects like writing and filmmaking, which are two passions of mine. And of course, being truer and truer to who I am and showing up in this energy, which is again something that I wouldn't have been able to do without shifting my sense of self. So I know there are many, many options and techniques out there that are meant to finally give you what you want. But if you've not been able to see yourself in a different light, and if your reality has not shifted, then there's no two ways about it. You need to create a transformation that is root level. It is your subconscious mind that is holding onto those beliefs and thoughts that are limiting you, that are keeping you into this old, outdated sense of self. So it is in the subconscious mind that we need to work to bring some healing, to help you detach from those beliefs and to wire in new, more positive beliefs. It has to happen in the subconscious. If you're introverted, it's no limitation. If you're sensitive, it's no limitation. If you need quiet alone time to recharge, it's no limitation. The limitations are in the core beliefs that make up your self-construct. And in a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, the author Maxwell Maltz says, and I'm going to read it to you, each of us carry a mental blueprint of ourselves. It may not be consciously recognizable, but it is there down to the last detail. Learning about our self-image enables us to modify it or manage it to suit our purpose. It is built around the beliefs about ourselves, and he goes on to add, you will act like the sort of person you conceive yourself to be. Willpower is not the answer. Self-image management is. And self-image management happens in the subconscious. So how do we do this? We do this by finding ways to access the subconscious. Usually it is going to be done through hypnosis, through active meditations, through deep flow journaling, and that's where I use hypnosis therapy, a powerful method called RTT, that I use to uncover the root causes of the negative self-image and to wire in better, more positive beliefs in order to create a new sense of self, a new self-construct. There is a client I'm currently working with, and I wanted to share a little bit about this to illustrate. She came to me because she struggled with social anxiety, with not being herself, with being quiet, feeling like a wallflower, and not feeling able to truly connect with people. We uncovered 2 beliefs that needed shifting at the moment. She's halfway through the package, so we're not done yet. The first belief was, I don't have any value, and the second one was, I am not safe. And those were really shaping her identity, shaping her behavior, the way she showed up in the world and the way she felt. Since we addressed them at the root level, she's been feeling more confident already. She noticed that the way that she showed up and put herself out there was stronger. It was deeper, it was a bit more bold. And she found that she was able to connect better with people, to talk more, to express herself more, and to take her place in the room. So all of this has made her feel safer, happier, and more relaxed. And this is only the beginning because we are planting some seeds at the subconscious level, so they are going to keep growing. So this is about self-image management at the subconscious level, as you can see. And the people you see who go after their dreams, who truly feel comfortable with who they are, they have a self-concept that goes with it. There is no other way. So here's a little framework for you. First of all, get clear on the core beliefs that are limiting you. The ones that are feeling really uncomfortable and icky. Start finding evidence that they are not 100% true, they are not actually real. You will find evidence. And even if it's just one small piece of it, this is your way into the breach of the belief. Getting to the flow of the belief, to its vulnerability, this is your way in. And start seeing that you really are the valuable, lovable, intelligent, expressive person that you are, and embody her. Embody this version of you. Fill yourself with things that you love, with things that interest you, with knowledge that you're gathering from your areas of interest. And if you are an introvert, you love studying and you love doing those research about areas of interest. So use this to really fill yourself up with all the things that you love and build your value in this way as well. Take care of yourself, meet your needs, show yourself that you are worthy and valuable. Install little habits that will make you feel happier and more expansive, that will make you feel alive. I hope this was useful, guys. And if you are in a phase of your life where you'd like support, you'd like to dive deep into your root transformation to finally be able to create and experience life in a happier, in a more fulfilling way, then do get in touch. There are no strings attached, but I would be very happy to have a chat with you and to see how I could help you. All the details can be found in the description box. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.